couple number 1.
Hi, I'm Wayne, and this is my partner Matt, and we're from London.
Couple number 2.
Hi, I'm Hayley. This is my husband Terry, and we're from the Rhondda Valleys in South Wales.
Couple number 3.
Hi, I'm Leslie from Tiverton in Devon, and my friend Julia from Abbots Langley in Hertfordshire.
And finally, couple number 4.
Hi, I'm Linda. This is my friend and colleague Andrea, and we're from Cheshire.
And these are today's contestants. Thanks all of you. We'll find out more about you throughout the show as it goes along. So that just leaves one more person for me to introduce. A runaway train whose next stop is Knowledge via Bristol Temple Meads. It's my pointless friend. It's Richard.
Hiya. Hi, everybody. If you're a runaway train, you don't have a next stop, just so you know.
Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah, that's where you come off the rails, my friend.
Oh, okay. Some days I feel more like a runaway rail replacement bus service. You know what I mean? Some of those days when you wake up. Now, we've got a nice little jackpot building up, haven't we?
We have. It's not so little.
No, it still hasn't been won. And we've got 2 returning pairs from last time. Andrea and Linda, who got all the way through to the head-to-head, did very well, so they're going to be tough to beat. And Matt and Wayne, who were knocked out in the first round. I think we're going to see more of them this time. Leslie and Julia look like trouble to me. You know, sometimes we have to discipline people for cheating and all sorts of stuff. And also some foul language sometimes we have. Yeah, I know. So there'll be none of that, okay? I'm absolutely keeping my eye on you.
Well said.
Yeah.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. Now, every question on Pointless has been asked to 100 people before the show. Today's contestants are searching for a pointless answer. That's an answer that none of our 100 people gave. And each time we find one of those, we will add £250 to the jackpot. Now, Terence and Mike, as you'll have gathered, did not win the jackpot last time, so we add another £1,000 to that. So today's jackpot starts off at £9,000. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Now, the pair with the highest score at the end of the round will be eliminated. And also do remember there is to be no conferring during the round. Our first category today is words. It's a words round. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. Okay, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many 3-letter words that can be made from the letters A, B, C, D, E, F, and G as they could. 3-letter words made from the letters A, B, C, D, E, F, or G. Richard.
Yes, we're looking for any 3-letter word that has its own entry in the Oxford Dictionary of English, please, that is made up of any of those letters. You can repeat letters, but it has to just be those letters, please. There's about 30-odd 3-letter words in the English language using those letters. As always, no proper nouns, no hyphenated words, anything like that. Very, very best of luck.
Thanks very much indeed. Now then, Matt and Wayne, you all drew lots before the show, and today you're going to go first. Now, remind us what you do, Matt.
I'm an administrator for a charity in London.
That's right, for the Leverhulme Trust. That's right. Now, remind me, what does the Leverhulme Trust do?
We give grants to academics and universities.
That's right.
For research.
Okay. Now, do you enjoy words rounds when you're watching Pointless?
Not really.
No. Okay,
so I think I can do this. So.
Okay, very good. Well, yeah, it seems on the face of it to be quite a nice simple one, but there are going to be degrees of rightness, I suspect.
I hope so. Hopefully, I've got this right. And say fad.
Fad. A fad, says Matt. Let's see if fad is right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said fad. It's right. 49. We'll discover how good a score that is as the round progresses, but I think that's probably not a bad score. 49 for fad.
Especially from that first podium as well. It's much less thinking time. Yeah, it's a brief fashion, usually a short-lived fashion, a fad.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. Hayley, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And you come from Tonypandy.
I do.
Is that how you say Tonypandy?
Tonypandy.
Tonypandy. I knew I got that wrong. Now, what do you do, Hayley?
I'm a town planner.
In Tonypandy?
No, in Barry.
In Barry? Can I congratulate? What a great job you've done. You planned that beautifully.
Thank you.
Barry now, of course, I imagine after Gavin and Stacey must have a whole new industry.
Exactly, yeah.
People must
very popular.
Come in their thousands.
Oh, the tourists are unbelievable, yeah.
Very good. And what do you like getting up to in your spare time, Hayley?
I like cleaning. I love cleaning.
Do you? What's your favourite bit of cleaning?
Ironing.
Ironing.
Oh, I could have a good day just ironing away with the music on, relaxing.
That's amazing. Well, you're just the satisfaction of a big bundle of clothes telling you
Yeah,
something
just
neat.
carry on, thinking about nothing, relax, enjoy
Ah.
myself.
Do you watch Pointless when you're ironing?
Yes, I do.
Have you ever found yourself leaving a sort of iron-shaped mark on one of Terry's shirts?
And anticipating the answer, waiting, hoping I'm right.
How good are you on words rounds?
Not great.
What are you going to go for, Hayley?
I'm going to go for cab.
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 Cab, says Hayley. OK, well, Fad scored 49. Let's see what Cab scores. Well, it's right, obviously. Oh, 72. 72. That is quite a high score.
Yeah, sorry, Hayley. A cab is what's waiting outside for the team with the biggest score in this round. It's
Now then, Leslie.
Hello.
A warm welcome to Pointless. Great to have you here from Tiverton.
Yes.
And what do you do with yourself in Tiverton, Leslie?
Well, amateur dramatics, walking, Mid Devon Messenger, which is a talking newspaper for the blind.
So you go round and tell people what's up?
Every week, there are 8 teams of 4 people.
Yeah.
And on a Tuesday night, we record an hour's news from our local papers, and then the next day it's put onto memory sticks, and it's sent out to about 80 people in the
That's
Tiverton
such
area.
a brilliant idea. Oh, well, good for you. Now then, Leslie, what are you going to go for? There are your 7 letters you can make 3-letter words from. I reckon you might have quite a good one.
I'm going to go for Gab.
That's the one I was going to go for.
Really?
Yeah. I have got one other stashed away, but Gab is the one I'd have gone for. Excellent choice, if I may say, Leslie. Probably a winning one. Let's find out how many of our 100 people said Gab. Well, our high score is 72, our low 49. You passed both of those. Gab, 35. Very well done, Leslie.
to talk at length to Gab, as in the gift of the Gab.
Thank you very much. Richard. Andrea,
Hello.
welcome back. Now, last time, head to head.
Yes.
What happened?
Potatoes cropped up instantly. Yeah, we went out on a question of potato
It was
varieties.
really hard.
Yeah.
Potato anagrams.
Yes.
Everyone else could see them. I couldn't. I could only see the one you went for, in fact. Now then, we're looking for any 3-letter word that can be made from A, B, C, D, E, F, or G. What are you going to go for?
I think I will go for ebb, E-double-B.
E-double-B, ebb, says Andrea. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said ebb. It's right. 35, our low score so far. Oh, and you passed that. And how? Look at that. F3. There we are. Very well done, Andrea.
Well played, Andrea. That's a low ebb, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah. In a good way.
In a good way, yeah.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at those scores. 3, the best score of that pass by a country mile. Very well done indeed, Andrea. Linda, that's set you up pretty strongly, I'd say, for the next pass. Then we travel up to 35, where we find Leslie and Julia. Up to 49, Matt and Wayne. Then 72, Hayley. So Terry, we need a low score. A low score. You've got a little bit of time to think about it. So, yes, let's see something decent from you. And let's hope it's enough to keep you in the game. Best of luck. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please step up to the podium? OK, now then, Linda, welcome back.
Hi.
Welcome back. Now, you have worked with Andrea for 12 years, is it?
Yes, yeah.
Whose idea was it to come on the show?
It was a joint effort. We happened to be talking about Pointless in the canteen, and then there was a kind of joint, I love Pointless moment, and it sort of escalated from there.
I see. So, Linda, there we are. 3-letter words. 3-letter words containing these letters.
I'm going to go for gag.
Gag, says Linda. Gag. OK, well, the high scorers on 72 are Terry and Hayley. That means you need to score 68 or less, and there's your red line. Let's see how many people said gag. Very well done, you're through. 13 takes your total up to 16. Very well done.
It's very well played, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
A joke or a piece of cloth to put over someone's mouth to stop them speaking.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. Julia, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. And what do you do with yourself, Julia, up in
Well,
Hertfordshire?
I'm retired.
What did you do?
I used to work in with books, And before that, I worked for a very well-known photographic company.
And how do you and Leslie know each other?
Well, we know each other through amateur dramatics of that well-known photographic company.
Oh, so the well-known photographic company
yes.
laid on its own dramatics?
We had our
Yes.
own theatre.
Oh, very good.
Wonderful.
So you worked together there, and you joined the amateur dramatics.
Yes.
And we met our husbands there as well.
Goodness.
Yes, we did.
Oh, wonderful. Now, Julia,
Yes.
we want a nice low-scoring three-letter word made
Yes.
of one of these letters. Some of these letters, I should say, not just one.
I'm going to say ACE. ACE.
Ace, says Julia. Ace. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. There's your red line. Get below that. You're in round 2. It's right. 39. I think that's going to be all right. 39. Takes your total up to 74.
Well played, Julia. Very good answer. Puts a lot of pressure on Terry now, though, doesn't it?
Certainly does. So, yes, Terry. Terry. Now, what do you do in Tonopandi?
I'm a community nurse.
And how long have you and Hayley known each other?
Good question.
12 years?
12 years.
12 years. Was it love at first sight, Terry?
For me, yes. I did all the chasing.
Took a bit longer for me, but once I got there, I fell, and that was it.
Oh, that's nice. That's very good. Now, Terry, there you are on 72. The high scorers are Julia and Leslie on 74. If you can find an answer that scores 1, you're home and dry. What do you reckon?
Gonna take a shot in the dark. Ghee.
How are you going to spell that?
I think it's clarified butter. I think it's G-E-A.
G-E-A.
Yeah.
Okay, ghee, says Terry. Let's see if that's right. If it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said it. You see that sort of red colour at the very bottom of the column there? That's your line. Terry, get below that, and you are in round 2. Let's see. I mean, if anything's going to get you down, there's going to be a word like ghee. It just has to be correct. Is it? Oh, bad luck, Terry. I see what you were... I mean, you didn't have much choice there. You had to go for something really obscure, but I'm afraid that was just too obscure. Scores you the maximum of 100 points. Takes your total to 172.
Yeah, Ghee is G-H-E-E, I'm afraid. It fails on 2 counts.
Thanks very much indeed. Now then, Wayne. Wayne, hey, listen, I've got good news. You're in round 2. Whatever happens, you are in round 2. You won't overtake the high score of Terry and Hayley. Welcome back. Welcome back. So remind us what you do, Wayne.
I'm a manager at a media company.
What sort of media is it?
I read newspapers all night, is basically what I do.
And the idea is any story you think, oh, that's good, I'll make a note of that.
Yeah, pretty much. Anything that might be of interest to any of our clients, we sort of send it their way.
So like a sort of clippings thing,
yeah,
really,
to save
basically.
them going through all the papers themselves.
And do you enjoy that?
Yes, of course I do. I'm on national TV. I love my job.
No, but I mean, that's a lot of newspapers you have to read. And do you have a set order you read them in? Or
Yes,
do you,
I start with The Guardian.
So how far down before you come to the Tablet? The Hertfordshire Mercury, the Hexham Courant.
Well,
I mean, they all
work
have to
the
be
night
read.
shift, so the day shift deal with the regional newspapers.
I see. Okay. Now, there you are on 49. You're already through, but let's have a nice low score. Let's see if you can get a lower score even than Matt.
Okay. Well, I think I'm going to go for CAD.
CAD, says Wayne. CAD. No red line. You're already through. Let's see how many of our 100 people said CAD. (46). Lower than that.
That's all that matters.
Takes your total up to 95. Well done, Wayne.
It's a man who behaves dishonourably, especially towards a woman, a cad. Now, there's no pointless answers at all. As I say, there's 30-odd words, there's no pointless answers. Terry needed to score 1 point, and there's 2 answers that would have scored 1 point. The words F, E-F-F, and D, D-E-E, would both have scored 1 point each. Deaf, which is slang from something which is excellent, as in that was a deaf round, I'm sure you'd agree.
Yeah.
Would have scored you 2 points. Also would have got 2 points for AGA, A-G-A. Not the range, the title. AGA, you can spell that with a little A. There's a few other small scorers. DAG, which we often hear in Australian soap operas, but that's in the English dictionary as well, would have scored you 4. What noise does a sheep make?
It's bar.
Yeah, would have scored you 7. Deb would have scored you 7 as well. You'd have got the third one, we've seen that. Ad would have got you 15. Egg would have got you 18. B would have got you 20. There's all sorts of other ones, but let's take a look at the top 3, the ones that most of our 100 people said. In third place it was Bag for 64. Let's go backwards. Cab was 72, was the second highest scorer. And right at the top, bad answer, would have scored you 80.
Oh, bad.
It's a brilliant round, this one, for Scrabble players, because there's all sorts of 3-letter words they know because they're in the dictionary, you can use them.
Clever.
Yeah.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. So at the end of our first round, the pair heading home with a high score of 172. I'm afraid to say it's Terry and Hayley. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, yes.
Your fault.
Guy. We've all learned how not to spell Guy, so that's good. Thank you. An invaluable lesson to Guy users up and down the country. Anyway, we will see you again next time and look forward to that very much indeed. Terry and Hayley, thanks so much for playing. Lovely contest.